Okay, first day of practice. What are you most excited about just to get the guys out there and just kind of get to know them a bit?
Yeah, the two most important things is football. Football is our passion, and so just to hear the football rolling, and then being around the energy of players, seeing them do their thing, seeing them get to know each other.
We asked Tyler about the squad that's put together. He mentioned a couple pieces still missing, a right winger, a right back. What are the qualities you're looking for those missing pieces still?
Yeah, so we're going to look for a right winger who can make the difference in the game, goals, assists, who can play in the inside half space pocket. And then we're looking for a number 10 who can really make sure that we connect our build-up to our finishing attack phase, right? And that we're able to serve up our front line to get them in best conditions to score goals.
And I am curious, once the players are out there, what are the qualities you're looking for when choosing a captain or a co-captain as well?
So we look for a few things. We look for how they connect, how people connect with each other, how selfless they are, do they carry water, who's able to manage conflict in a healthy way, meaning who's able to hold people accountable but also be held accountable, who's motivating, is there somebody who does a good job at motivating the group through words, and then who executes, right, who's just consistently demonstrating. So only time will tell, and trainings will tell, but that will emerge.
What's unique or special, obviously, but in your words, about launching an expansion team, being here from day one, a day like today, there'll never be another first day like this.
Yeah.
What's that all feel like? How do you kind of process all of it?
So it's kind of unbelievable, right? Like it's a pinch yourself every single day moment. It's an incredible honor, because we not only represent Sir Mansour and his family, the Siquan tribe, but we represent every citizen of San Diego. We represent the people in Tijuana, because it's part of our MLS territory. And so you also feel this tremendous responsibility. And I think it sure has awoken even more passion in me to make sure that I do everything possible to honor these steps the right way.
Now that the team is going on the field, what kind of personality, team personality, what kind of style of play do you want to let fans know that they'll see coming up?
Yeah, so two things. One, style of play starts with an idea, right? And so this comes from our staff. And what we want to see is we want to see a team that's brave to play, that builds up with purpose, creative verticality, that they're dynamic with the ball. We also want to see a team that's relentless, who's got a warrior mentality to press, be aggressive, but also to defend the goal when they need to as a whole team, not just with the backline players. We want a front line who's willing to put in that work. So it starts with an idea, but then it becomes reality when the players do it. And the final personality of the team will be heavily dictated on the personality and individual skill set of the players. Starting point is with the ideas that I want to get across, but the ending point is so much more valuable.
How do you think the passion for soccer in this region, both sides of the border, might impact you guys going forward, both in the stadium, maybe as a team culture? How do you think that plays a role?
Massive, because I think it's an area, it's a region that appreciates football and is actually very well educated in football. So then, with all the youth clubs, with the Latino population here, they're going to want to see exciting football, and they're going to want to see effective football. So that's definitely going to impact, right? Because that puts that lights a fire under you to make sure you come and do the good job. And then at the end of the day, with that passion, when we're hitting on all cylinders and the fans are hitting on cylinders, I think we're going to have a game day experience that will be unrivaled in all of North America.
How are you dealing with the pressure of the excitement of someone like Chukia as well as the rest of the team? Like, how do you kind of wrap your head around that with about a month to go before the season?
I take it day by day. First is getting them in the building, getting them to get to know each other, giving them an idea of what we want to do culture-wise. And now we start on the field, so now focusing what we can do on the field, and then just having a lot of contact with the players. Like, the more contact we can have, player to player, staff to staff, staff to player, the quicker that we're going to be able to align our personalities to make sure that we are as dynamic and integrated a team as possible.
What's the benefit of the work with the national team and then conversely, what do you have to leave behind because this situation is unique and different?
Yeah, that's a great question. Two things that come to mind that are an advantage is, I took over a U20 national team that hadn't played together for 2 years because of the pandemic. So I have experience starting something from scratch where the guy next to him is introducing himself or haven't met each other. The other thing is in the national team you have a very short time to work to get your ideas across. So, next preseason is going to be totally different than this preseason because we're going to have a year of experience playing the style of play. But this season, we're starting from zero. There's no previous history of how we work. So I'm going to be able to use that, be able to get ideas across quickly and concisely that I got from the national team for sure. And basically the secret to that is keep it simple and don't get in the way. But then I would say things that I got to put off to the side is we work every day together over the course of 10 months. So we have to manage energy levels the right way. Or in the national team, it's pedal to the metal for 12, 14 days, 6 weeks if it's a tournament, because then you don't see each other for a bit. So those would be the main differences.
Have any of the Super Draft selections reported to training camp?
Yeah, they're all here.
They all have?
Yep, Ian's here, and all of them. Donovan Systems is here, Sammy's here.
What have you seen so far, and is it likely that they make the roster?
So we have two guys, so Donovan and Sammy, that we will send back to college because it's the right path for them. We don't have a second team right now, so it's important that they're in good environments, but they're with us to start getting an idea of what we want to do. And then Ian has a full opportunity to make the roster, and a lot of that will be up to him and how he competes during preseason.
Mikey, it looks like a lot of the players are on the younger side as well. I think the average was probably around 25 years old for the age of the team. How important was it to bring a veteran like Boateng into a team that has so much MLS experience?
Yeah, when we looked at the roster build, we wanted youth, but we also wanted to balance that with experience and leadership because we're here to win at the end of the day. This is the first team. This is not a development stage. We are going to develop young players in the process, but the first and foremost priority is to win. So getting MLS experience and getting leadership experience guys in the team was massively important.